Hi everyone, welcome back to your mat Pilates session. All you're going to need today is a mat or something to lay down on. You don't need shoes. You can have a towel and water if that works for you. I think that's everything. We have about a 30-minute long session today, so make sure that you're going at your own pace. Make sure that you're listening to the cues that I'm giving and adjusting around for what works the best for you. Please know that I'm here for whatever questions you have, even though I'm like living in the screen, right? Like, please reach out. If you're doing something, if it doesn't feel right in your body, let me know so that I can make sure that I am helping you along the way. We're actually going to start, we will get to our diaphragmatic breath and all that stuff. We're going to start a little bit different today, and we're going to start in a 4-point kneeling position. So go ahead and come down onto your hands and your knees on the mat. And go through some cat-cows. So you're going to arch your spine, look up on your breath in, and then you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, roll all the way up on your breath out. So keep going. Think of this kind of like our pelvic tilts, right? Except now you're doing cat-cow instead. Go nice and slowly. Use this as an opportunity to mobilize through your spine. If the rolling motion doesn't work for you today, see if you can just fold in half and then unfold. If that doesn't work, you're going to lift up opposite arm and leg, which we will also get to in a minute. If your low back, it's a lot of options, okay? If your low back is feeling kind of tight when you go into this cat pose, really push away from the mat, get your back up to the sky, look at your knees, and then shift back so that your butt comes closer to your heels, and you should feel that stretch move down into your low back. All right, go ahead and find that neutral position through your spine. Back is nice and long. And now we're all going to alternate our bird dog. So right arm and left leg is going to stretch out nice and long. Take a breath in, breath out, bring it down. And then do the same thing on the other side. So I'm actively thinking about lifting my belly button up to my spine, supporting my spine as I move through this, right? So I don't want you arching through your back. I don't want you feeling pressure in your low back or in between your shoulder blades. Think about almost like being weightless as we push away from the mat. We are going to add on to this. So arm and leg are going to lift up nice and high. Hold it. Bend your elbow. Bend your knee. Tap them below your body. Look at them. Don't lose your balance like I just did. Stretch out long. Hand and knee come down. Same thing, other side. So again, if this little curling motion doesn't work in your back, stay with what we were doing before. Big breath, big exhale as that elbow and that knee connect. When you stretch your arm and leg long, we stretch them long, we don't lift them high, right? So think about length from the fingers to the toes and not how high up they're going. We're going to go one more on each side. Make sure you're breathing. Last one here. Okay. Bring it down if you need to roll out the wrists. You can sit back and do that for a hot second. We're going to go through a little bit of hip mobilization and then a little bit of leg work. So I'm going to start. It doesn't matter which leg you start with. I'm going to start on my left. You're going to take your knee out to the side and then draw it right back down. So flex the foot. This is called fire hydrant. And then lean more pressure and tension to the left or whatever side is moving, and less into that stabilizing side. Okay, on this next one, kick the leg straight back behind you, lift it up, lower it down. So again, it's not about the height of the lift. My leg is actually really not going up that high. What I'm looking for is that nothing from the torso up through the shoulders changes shape as the leg lifts. 2 more here. We're going to go into a variation of a push-up. On this next one, you're going to lift your leg, point your toe, and now bend your elbows, drop your chest, and lift right back up. If you need to take both knees down, go for it. Pull your abs in. Good. Place the knee down. Same thing, other side. So I will break dance around on the other side so you can see what I'm doing. Flex the foot, take that leg out, and then draw it right back down. So getting a little bit of mobilization through the hips, make sure your toes are relaxed. You have more pressure and tension on that moving side hand and less in your stabilizing hand. I did say that right. Sometimes, guys. Sometimes it's a struggle. All right, bring it down. Press your leg back behind you. Lift and lower. Length, length, length. So think about scooping and tucking the pelvis and bracing through the core. All of this center of your body, that powerhouse, is strong and still and steady. Lift that leg up. Push up. Bend your elbows. Lift right back up. So again, both knees down totally works. If you have sensitive knees and rocking on the knee doesn't work, you can take the push-up from your toes or place something below your knee. 2 more. 1 more. Come on up. Shake it off. We're going to set up for a forearm plank. You can do this from your knees. You can do this from your toes. It's totally up to you. Go ahead and take your forearms down onto the mat. Take your toes back behind you. Lift on up. Find your plank. And hold it. So I'm squeezing my butt, pulling my hips forward, actively pushing away from the ground, and breathing. I know, this is so rude. I'm like already shaking. Here we are though. Man, move around too. You don't have to be like static. Take your feet as wide as you want. Come down onto the knees if you need to. Breathe. Look in between your hands or slightly out in front of you. Please don't look back at your feet. We have 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. All right, finally. Flip around, lay onto your back. My favorites. All right. Bend your knees, plant your feet flat onto the mat below you. Let's do a quick check on a diaphragmatic breath. I like this part. Hands around your ribs. Take a big breath in. Let the ribs expand. Big breath out. Like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Big breath in. Oh, this should feel nice. Big breath out. 1 more big breath in. And big breath all the way out. Hands long next to you. Now find those pelvic tilts. So just like at the beginning of our session, the purpose of this is for you to now find that neutral and your imprint. So go nice and slow. Since you are a little bit warmer, see if you can really focus in on how your obliques shorten when you're pulling the hips up towards the ribs and how your obliques lengthen when you're trying to find that little curve, okay? On this next one, tuck your pelvis under, hug your knees in towards your chest, sway from side to side if you want it, that's really good. Imprint your spine on the mat below you, lift your chest up, keep the right leg hugged in, stretch the left leg long, and then switch. And then switch. Nice and slow, smooth and controlled, single leg stretch. On this next one, both legs hug in, arms and legs go long, circle the arms around, hug the knees in, double leg stretch. Take the head down at any time if you want, as long as you're imprinted. That's the most important part. 1 more. Hug the knees in, legs up to the sky, grab behind your right leg, drop your left leg, pull, pull, switch. Single straight leg stretch. I tricked you. We're in our 5s. You should really be able to feel the stretch. Make sure you're still imprinted on your mat. Both legs up to the sky. Hands go behind your ears. Drop your straight legs down halfway. Exhale to lift. Look at your inner thighs on the chest lift and not up to the sky, okay? We want to take that pressure off of your neck. 1 more. Are your abs tired? Take your legs down halfway. Bend the right knee in the tabletop. Rotate your left armpit over towards it. Take a breath. And then switch. Crisscross is very precise. That leg in tabletop, the foot's not falling, the knee's not coming in towards your chest. And I rotate from the back of my shoulder blade over to my opposing thigh. So my elbows aren't collapsing in towards my face. 1 more. Good. Bring it down. That should have been enough. Stretch your legs out long. onto the mat below you, hands long next to you, right leg goes up to the sky, flex and point the foot, roll that ankle out, point your right toes and drop little circles. Just like, I'm filming, I don't know when you're watching this, I'm filming this at the end of the week, so my body is tired. Make sure you are neutral in your spine. Bend one or both of your knees if you need to. And reverse on this next one. So the size of the circle for me doesn't matter. It's the integrity of your form and your powerhouse that matters. So if you get into this and you're all moving around and it looks frenetic, make it smaller. Right leg down. Left leg up, same thing, other side, flex and point your toe, roll that ankle out. All right, find those hip circles. So if you can keep stable hips and pelvis, by all means, make your circle bigger. I can't. My body does not want that to happen. So I don't. Because the neutral spine, go ahead and reverse. And that stable powerhouse, the engagement on my core, matters more to me than the size of the circle. I hope that makes sense. All right, go ahead and lay that left leg all the way down. Arms up to the sky. We're going to find a roll up. Tuck your chin and roll all the way up. Come on up. Whoa, the first one's always the toughest. Stretch over your toes. Sit up nice and tall today and then roll all the way back down. Ooh, slow. So that was that. On this next one, when you come up, the first three are always the worst. If this full range of motion isn't working for you, honestly, it's barely working for me today. Sit up and hinge back to where you shake or roll back to where you shake, okay? Let your breath help you. Drag your heels onto the mat, or at least that's what it should feel like push down through the feet, ground through the feet. Try to not let them lift. One more. Okay. Come on up. Scoot forward on your mat a little bit. We're going to roll like a ball, so you got to have space behind you. This might be a mess, and it's okay if it is. Bend your knees, plant your feet flat onto the mat. So you're going to lift your legs up, and you're going to grab for your shins. Rock back so you're behind your sits bones. So not on my butt, because then my feet drop. Think behind my butt a little bit. Roll back. Roll up, pause, wee, and then roll back. So Joseph Pilates named things after animals and how kids moved. Rolling like a ball should let you feel playful and kind of silly. And if you mess one up, it's not the end of the world. You're doing a thing called rolling like a ball on your mat in your house. Like, it's not that deep. One more. Okay, come on up. All right, scoot back on your mat. Move your butt out of the way if you need to. I sure do. Sitting up tall, we're going to take the legs about as wide as the shoulders for a variation on spine stretch forward. You're going to take your arms out in front of you. I always think this is like a zombie. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and with a double exhale, you're going to stretch forward. So this is not about touching your toes, at least not for me. This is about length from the crown of my head all the way down through my tail. This is about lengthening out of my waistline and drawing my abs, my ribs closer together to help support my back. One more. All right, go ahead and come on up. I'm going to break dance around so you can see me. Meet me laying down on your right side. You can lay your right ear on your right bicep if you want, or prop your head up on your hands. That's up to you. Bring your feet out in front of you a little bit. Find your neutral. This side, finding my neutral is like finding a diamond in mine. Lift your leg up, bring that leg in line with your hip. If you want to bend your right knee a little bit to give yourself more support, works for me. You're going to point the toes, sweep your leg forward, flex the foot, draw it back. Shoulders are down and anchored, and abs are embraced, right? The whole powerhouse is working to help with the disassociation of this left leg, which means you are neutral in your spine right now. And when that leg moves, nothing else moves. I know. Crazy. Sweep that leg back. You're going to bend the knee into tabletop, kick the leg out in front of you, sweep the leg around, and do it again. I want you to be so precise with this. You can use your hand as a break. So take that hand into that hip crease, bend the knee in, let your hand stop that leg, and then kick forward, and then sweep back. We got one more this way. Making sure that that knee isn't coming up to the chest. Reverse, now I'm going to sweep the leg forward, bend the knee, and push that leg back. Oh, now I got to remember what I was doing. Oh, and here she is. So what I'm looking for is the integrity on that neutral spine. So when that knee bends, if the knee isn't coming in towards your chest, because if it is, you're not staying neutral. It's just something to work on and awareness to have. Sweep that leg out, heel down, toe up to the sky, lift the leg up, flex the foot, lower the leg down. Can I help you? She does this every single workout. She is not very demanding of attention. She'd rather that I leave her alone, except when the camera is on, and then she all of a sudden needs all the attention in the world. One more. All right, go ahead and bring that leg down, rub that butt cheek out if you need to. Hello, you're gonna meet me before we do the other side, laying down on your stomach, on your mat, okay? This is not helpful, ma'am. We're gonna move through a little bit of some swimming, maybe, if the corgi gets out of the way. Her name is Daisy. I call her my agent of chaos. You should be able to figure out why. So stretch your arms long in front of you, stretch your legs back behind you. I want you to find a gentle push of your hip bones into the mat below you. Engage through the core so that your belly button feels like it's lifting off the mat, and squeeze your butt cheeks. You're going to take a big breath in, lift your arms, your legs, and your chest, just a little bit. And then you're going to lower. We're just figuring out where is my body in space and how am I moving right now before I add on stuff and things, okay? So don't worry about the size of the lift. Think about where the work is going. So I don't want you to feel pain in your low back. I want you to feel like you're getting really, really long and like your upper back is doing a good amount of work. Hold it up, arms and legs open like a jumping jack, and then they close. The size of this for me doesn't matter. And if you're new here, welcome, first of all. Second of all, you're going to notice a lot of the times for me, the range of motion, the size of the movement doesn't matter. Pull it in, now swim, arm and leg, kick, kick, kick. This is the weirdest way you'll ever swim. So the range of motion doesn't matter because I want you adjusting it around based off of how your powerhouse is firing and working so that you can protect your back. Two more. One more. Bring it down. All right, let's find a quick child's pose. Big toes come together to touch. Push up and back. Let your chest fall. Wipe the sweat off your face if you need to. This should feel nice. Okay, we're going to go into the sideline leg stuff on the other side. So go ahead and come on up. Break dance around. You can just flip to the other side if you want, as long as you hear me. You know what we're doing. We're good. I'm going to turn so I can face you. Prop your head up on your hands or ear onto your bicep. Bring your feet out in front of you. Remember, bend the bottom knee if you want or don't. But find that neutral. Drop the shoulders. Lift that right leg up. You're going to sweep it forward with a point of the toe. Flex the foot as you drop back. So be mindful on this flex that your toes are relaxed. And we have a tendency when we flex from the ankle to hyperextend the toes. So it kind of feels like you're trying to pull your toes up towards your knee. And we don't want to do this. Think about when the foot is flexed, when you're flexed on that ankle, like you're trying to stand on the ground. And you wouldn't lift your toes off the ground. Sweep that leg back, bicycles, bend the knee in, kick the leg forward, sweep the leg around. So again, hand is a break if you want, that's completely up to you. Shoulders are down. Holy moly. This is great work to do for literally everything. Now reverse, sweep the leg forward, bend the knee, and press the leg back. So as an activation before you lift, as a cool down after your lift or your run or your cycle or your row, as just like an active rest day thing, because the more awareness you can bring into how your body is moving, the more effective all your other training is going to be. Sweep that leg all the way out, heel down, toe up to the sky, find that side split. Just make sure you're still neutral. If you need to bring the leg in front of you a little bit, go for it. I mean, not to mention like all the length and stuff that you find out. This is amazing. I've been doing Pilates since 2004. I've been teaching Pilates since 2012, and this has helped me recover from injury faster. It's helped me recover from having a baby faster. It has helped me just maintain that nice posture of being able to stand up straight. Sometimes that's all you want. One more. And honest. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Rub that butt cheek out. Okay, we have a little bit more stuff to do laying on our belly, and then we're going to flip around on our back again. So meet me again, laying down onto your belly. We're going to go into a single leg kick. So I'm going to give you options for this. You can bend your elbows, stack your palms, and lay your forehead down onto your hands, or you can come up onto your elbows today. If you do yoga, this should feel similarly to Sphinx pose. If you do this though and you shrug, please take the other option, okay? So you're gonna bend your right knee, flex your right foot, kick yourself in the butt 2 times, point the toe, and draw the leg back. So the coordination on the feet is kind of weird. So you point, flex as you kick twice, point, and lower the leg. So point, lift the leg, flex, kick, point, and lower. Listen, this comes very naturally to me. And I still mess it up, it's not working for you today, don't worry about it. It's really not that deep. The goal is for you to feel the engagement through the core. If you're on your elbows, the engagement through the upper back, as well as your butt and your hamstrings. Okay, so if you're feeling that, you're good to go. Back with a vengeance. Oh, why? Girl! Nobody wants to see your baby. All right, go ahead and bring it down. Flip around and lay on your back. On your mat. We're going to go through a little bit of bridging. So you're going to bend your knees. You're going to plant your feet hip width distance apart and parallel onto the mat below you. Tuck your pelvis and roll all the way up. Find the top of your bridge. Taking a breath at the top, roll all the way back down on your exhale. So keep going. Just like with the cat-cow, just like with the roll-up, if this rolling, articulating motion is not serving your body today, I don't care the reason, you move through a flat back instead to protect your spine because nobody wants to get an injury, okay? And it's working the same muscles. The only difference is when we articulate, we work the mobilization of the spine, and when we hinge, we work spinal strength, but both have a tremendous amount of benefit, okay? On this next one, lift the hips up, tuck the pelvis, find that nice long spine, and now find your hinge. With your flat back, you're gonna lower, and with your flat back, you're gonna exhale and lift. Drive through the midfoot and the heel, drive through the glutes and the hamstrings, draw the abs in, almost like you're trying to get your ribs to touch on the front of your body. That's how much engagement you need to have to help support this inversion work. If you come down and you feel your low back, squeeze your butt a little more, don't come down as low. Lift your hips all the way up. Now take your hips down 2 inches. Exhale to lift. If you want this harder, lift your arms up in the air. And it's going to be a little more unstable on your core, and that's okay. Oh, goodness. Breathing, and we're breathing. 2 more. All right, go ahead and lift all the way up, tuck and roll all the way down. Holy cow. If you want, sway your knees from side to side. Sometimes we need it after that. We're going to go into a single leg toe tap from here. So imprint your spine on that mat below you, lift your legs in the tabletop. You're going to hinge from a hip and drop your toe. Exhale to lift. Do the same thing on the other side. So I have my head down for this. Please keep your head down for this. The purpose of that is for you to get more engagement with the transverse abdominis right below the belly button. So don't focus on how far down the leg is going. If you go here, your back arches and all you feel is pain, don't go down that low, okay? Woo-wee. Make sure you're imprinted through your spine. One more. Now double leg toe tap, hinge from both hips, drop your toes. And then lift. So in our little workout community, these are workouts that you get sent to you weekly. You get 3 of them. They are designed to help support all the other things that you do in your life and your movement journey. You also get access to recipes and health tips and all kinds of other stuff, again, to help support your movement and wellness journey, right? Make sure your arms are drawn in. I wanted to give you guys a little taste as a Happy New Year and all of that kind of stuff. 2 more. Start the new year off right. 1 more. All right, plant your feet down. Rock your knees from side to side if you would like. We're going to go into teaser prep. So you're going to stretch the legs out nice and long, arms up to the sky. Anchor the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to roll up. And when you can roll no more, lift your right leg. Woo. And then lower. So when you go again, lift the left leg. If lifting the leg, if the rolling motion, just like with roll up, are not happening for you today, that is totally okay. Sit up and take that same variation that you took for roll up, where you sit up and you go back halfway. And when you do that, if you want to lift the leg up, you can, okay? I honestly could care less about the variation that you take. I want you to keep your body safe as you move, because that's what matters the most. Okay, 1 more. Now, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't, okay? We're gonna go into a full teaser. You're gonna take a big inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, you're gonna tuck and roll up, and when you can roll no more, lift your legs. Take a breath. And then roll right back down. So one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got is when you're learning how to do a teaser, don't focus on the height of the legs, focus on the pelvic positioning. So if you are up really high on your butt and your legs are up high, your legs will act as counterweights and they will push you back. You're also going to feel a lot of hip flexor, which we don't want, okay? So take a big breath in. And when you come up, you should be in a spot, hold it behind your sits bones. You can just hang out for several minutes. Once you have that, that's when you work on the height of the legs, but you don't have to. 2 more. Last one. Okay, come on up. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Move your butt out of the way again. If you need to, separate your feet out as wide as your shoulders. Find a soft flex through the feet. Open your arms out sideways, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You're going to turn to the left. You're going to turn your right hand up to face the sky. Hinge forward. Come up nice and tall. And do the same thing on the other side. This is called stop, which I realize is aggressive. Think of this as the same principles as spine stretch forward, that we're focused on lengthening through the spine. With that added rotation, I want you to make sure that your pelvis and your hips don't move around. So check in and make sure when you come forward that your butt cheek doesn't lift, that your feet aren't moving around, your knees aren't moving around, right? So we want thoracic rotation to come from the ribs. That's what it is. Thoracic spine is that mid-back. You want it to come from the ribs and not your hips or your pelvis. All right, go ahead and come on up. Go ahead and shake it off. Thank you, as always, for joining me. So we put out these little, shorter version videos every single week. Please access those. And then my community gets 3 longer form videos every single week, as well as a plethora of other information and more unlimited access to me to help you move through that fitness journey, through that wellness and movement journey, so that you can get all the results that you would like. So as please like, share, subscribe, comment on the videos so that I can keep putting out all of these things for you so that you can get the most out of this movement journey. That's why I do this, so that I can see you guys succeed, because I honestly really just get a kick out of it. Please let me know if you have questions about anything that we did today. You can leave a comment below. You can reach me on Instagram at Lisa Peranzo. I would love to hear from you. I would love to catch up with you and check in with you and see how things are going. Thank you as always for joining me on your mat. I can't wait to see you again soon.